Hello, I am Antoine Shade. I'm in the Education Specialist program for secondary biology at the University of West Georgia. And the title of my presentation is just in Beaver Believer, if you get that cultural reference. And then today I'm going to be evaluating and expressing the ideas behind this article, how beavers can be a solution to our environmental concerns. So the article highlights that the once American jewel, the beaver, has become a pest in our society due to their unpopularity in the communities. It has been overhunted for their fur, especially in the 20th century. The beaver's dams can now be helpful in solving local environmental issues such as filtering pollutants such as low stream water sources and help landowners survive drought and flood seasons. So this has to be relevant to our students and making that connection. One thing about living in our particular area, especially Metro Atlanta, is that we have the Chattahoochee River. And this is important for students to connect the local pests like spiders and possums and raccoons and their environmental impact. So actually extending this article to say, hey, you killed a spider, you killed a possum, you killed a raccoon, put those particular poisons out to kill it. What is the environmental impact on that? And then we find research in environmental solutions that help provide a stable balance between all living things in the ecosystem. And we also want our students to become aware of environmental concerns and the human impact on their local communities. So our AKS, or Academic Knowledge and Skills, Gwinnett County has its own standards system separate from the state, but the standard 6C engage in an argument from evidence to demonstrate the resource availability, disease, and climate and human activity affect individual organisms, populations, communities, and ecosystems. This particular standard is the main standard that could be addressed when using this article in the classroom, because what we really want to see is the human impact and how those how we as humans impact the individual organism, in this case the beaver and their populations, and then how that trickles down to our ecosystem. Also, if you teach advanced science such as I do, we have a extension to 6C, which we allow the students to ask questions and define problems on the effect and investigation of invasive species on native populations within an ecosystem. And then finally, an extension could be that we plan to carry out investigations to investigate how the changes in environmental conditions can affect both individuals and the ecosystems. So the classroom connection, once the students read this particular article, what they could do is one, they can create an infographic campaign to educate the population about the beaver population in Georgia. Two, they can webcam with the environmental engineer and formulate solutions. And then finally, they can extend their knowledge about their other local species and may seem like pests and investigate how removing them could affect the ecosystem. And our STEAM connections is that the environmental issues for science is the prevalent extension to the science content technology. The students can find ways to use computer software for population samples using inferences, and then the engineering, environmental engineering and design solutions. For the arts, they can use architectural redesign and campaign art for social awareness and eco justice, as well as mathematics makes inferences about using a sample population. Below are the references about this environmental condition. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you.